There's a strange paradox that no one talks about when you try to get over someone. You want to forget, but at the same time you want to remember. You want to move on, but you keep looking back. You want that person to stop mattering, but they still matter too much. And worst of all, you feel guilty for feeling all of this at once. It took me 2 years to get over someone, 2 full years. And during that time, I discovered that the process of getting over someone is not linear, it's not progressive, and it definitely doesn't work the way people sell it out there. It's not cut contact and that's it. It's not focus on yourself and it will magically pass. It's not find someone new and forget the last one. Reality is far messier than that, far more human. I'll save you those 2 years by condensing what I learned into 5 minutes. But a warning, this is not a method. It's not a step-by-step guide. It's an exploration of why getting over someone is so contradictory and why you're probably feeling crazy during this process. The paradox starts here. You want this person out of your life, but you also want them to remain important. You want what you lived through to have meant nothing, but you know it did. You want to erase the good moments because the bad ones hurt too much. But erasing the good ones means denying a part of who you were. When you're trying to get over someone, you enter a strange loop. Some days you wake up convinced you've turned the page. You don't think about the person. You make plans, have fun, feel light. And then, out of nowhere, a song plays. You see something they would like, or the exhaustion of the day settles in, and there you are, alone at night, thinking about how things could have been different. And here comes the part that hurts. You feel like a failure for thinking about them again, as if you've gone backward, as if the good days you had don't count. But that's an illusion. Getting over someone isn't a straight line from "it still hurts" to "it doesn't hurt anymore." It's more like a chaotic graph where some days you're 90% better and other days you're back at the beginning. What no one tells you is that this is completely normal, that you're not breaking any invisible rule, that there is no universal timer telling you when you should be healed. Your brain spent months or years building patterns around this person. Your emotions are literally tied to habits, places, schedules, songs. You don't switch that off in a few weeks. Within this process, you feel things that seem contradictory because, in fact, they are. You feel anger and longing, relief and sadness, gratitude for having known this person, and resentment for how it ended. And all of that can happen on the same day, in the same hour. The insecurity that comes up is deep. You start to question your ability to love. You question whether it was your fault. You question whether you'll be able to love someone again the same way, or if you'll be marked by this experience. You wonder if you should have done something differently, said something differently, been someone different. And then there's the silent insecurity, that you still love this person while you're trying to get over them. Because yes, that happens. You keep loving someone while trying not to love them anymore. You wish them well while also wishing they'd miss you. You want them to be happy and also want them to regret it. These contradictions don't make you a bad person. They don't make you weak, they make you human. Because loving someone isn't a switch you turn off when the relationship ends. It's a process that continues in parallel while you're trying to build a new life. The biggest insecurity, though, is this. What if you never fully get over it? What if this person remains a part of you? The uncomfortable truth is that they probably will. Not in the sense that you'll spend your life thinking about them, but in the sense that this experience changed who you are. It changed how you love, how you trust, how you relate. Getting over someone is, in fact, a process of rebuilding your identity. Because when you're in a relationship, you're not just you. You are you plus that person. Your plans include them. Your days include them. Your vision of the future includes them. When it ends, you have to figure out who you are on your own again. And that's scary because you may have changed. Your tastes may have changed. Your priorities may have changed. You may have become someone you don't recognize at first glance. In the first few months, you try to rebuild quickly. You try to go back to who you were before. You try to do the things you used to do. You try to reconnect with the people you drifted away from. But you realize it doesn't work like that. You're not that person anymore. And that's okay. Emotional maturity comes in when you're able to live with this contradiction without trying to resolve it quickly. When you understand that it's okay to miss them while moving forward. That it's okay to think about them while building a new life. That it's okay to carry this experience with you without letting it define your future. So the paradox doesn't need to be solved. It needs to be accepted. You don't have to choose between "I still love them" and "I'm moving on." You can be doing both at the same time, And the more you try to force a choice, the more you suffer. The more you try to deny one side, the more it grows. The identity you're rebuilding isn't the same as before. Is it better? Worse? It's different. You are someone who loved, who lost, who felt pain, who learned. That doesn't leave you, but it doesn't define you forever either. When I say it took me 2 years to get over someone, I don't say it as someone who crossed a line and is now completely transformed on the other side. I say it as someone who learned to live with the contradiction. As someone who understood that getting over someone doesn't mean erasing, forgetting, or denying. It means integrating. It means waking up one day and realizing you thought about them, yes, but it didn't hurt like it used to. It means seeing an old photo and feeling nostalgia instead of pain. It means wishing them happiness without that affecting your own. It means recognizing that it mattered, and also recognizing that now you matter more. What you're feeling right now, if you're in the middle of this process, is valid. The contradiction is valid. The longing is valid. The desire to move forward is valid. Both can coexist, and they do. And that doesn't make you a failure, confused, or broken. It makes you someone living the real human experience, which is always more complex than it seems. You don't have to spend 2 years, but you do need to give it time. You need to be gentle with yourself while time does its work. And you need to understand that getting over someone is more about accepting than forgetting. It's more about integrating than erasing. It's more about continuing to live while carrying this experience with you than about leaving it completely behind. The paradox has no resolution, only coexistence. And when you learn to live with it, when you stop fighting it, that's when you begin to move on. Not because the feeling disappears, but because you stop demanding that it does.